Right, there we go. What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a little bit of an unusual stream. It's also going to be a sort of tutorial video. I'm trying to experiment a bit here and see what it's like streaming on Twitch, whilst at the same time uploading this to the secondary channel that is separate from the main channel, which is Darcblade15. The secondary channel is called We Are So Pro, and there you will find sort of like Let's Plays, things like that, stuff that is a bit more less formal than the main channel. So anyway, with this stream, whilst I'm exporting another video, I'm going to test out Twitch streaming options, see if it's as I remember, and also go through the basic training of Dragon Ball FighersZ. Not Dragon Ball Z Fighters. So, firstly, apologise if you can hear the fan in the background of the PlayStation. It does need a clean. And secondly, sorry if you hear the taps of the fight stick. I haven't used it for a while, and this was an opportunity to jump in the open beta, try it out, and see what all the fuss is about. Now, Dragon Ball FighersZ, I'm not a big Dragon Ball fan. I'll come off the bat and say it. Although I know of it, and I know sort of like the gist of all the characters, or the majority of the characters, not all of them, as well as some of the sort of like lore of Dragon Ball. I'm not a huge fan who followed the TV show and whatnot, and the manga. So the game starts off, you have this lobby system. Whilst at the moment most of it is blocked off, you have leaderboards over here. Here's where you fight, do casuals and ranked. Here you can have replays, but we at the moment are going to do a small, like I said, this is a small stream, so we are going to go through the training mode. This is also going to be referenced on me before if I decide to pick up the game, so I can quickly well, remember what the buttons are and whatnot. So if I can save this to memory, as in stream archives, it would be good. So I've done a few already, but that was just to get just to make sure the fight stick was still working. So we are obviously playing Goku against Android 16. Now I believe this is a 4-button fighter. Anyway, got back and forward. Simple as. Up to jump. It's good. You hate it when there's a button to jump. Light attacks done with square. As you'll notice, this is PlayStation controls. Tapping square repeatedly goes into an auto combo. Triangle is medium. And circle is heavy. Okay, finish your opponent. There are other moves you can do. I missed it. But the other moves you will get obviously used to when you're playing the training mode yourselves. I would advise going through training mode before jumping into this. This is a very aggressive game. And whilst it is only technically a 4-button fighter, as in you got strong, medium, heavy, and then you got your projectile button with X, there are other aspects of the game you need to be aware of, such as tagging in and out. If you're familiar with any sort of the previous tag games like Marvel vs. Capcom and whatnot, you'll probably be able to you'll easily pick up this like a duck to water. If not, though, it is something to be aware of.
You're strong enough to
now, you have meters. Anyway, right, okay, back onto training. Right, fire the Ki blast. Some people like to pronounce it Kai, but I believe it's pronounced Ki. Maybe wrong. Or Chi. Anyway, X. So, people. Right, okay, do a super dash. Do a super dash at your opponent's Ki blast. This is like a single button to dash you to an opponent's location. Now you can land a super combo by rapidly pressing the light attack, which is square. It's a 7-hit combo, and if you notice, it actually gave me a Dragon Ball, which is indicated down in the bottom of the screen, But we'll talk about that one more later. Right, land a super combo, rapidly pressing medium attacks. That obviously used up a bar of meter, which is indicated down in the bottom left, depending, well, bottom left or right, depending on what character you are. Anyway, finish the match. Now you don't have to do these super combos, you can do your own. Anyway, there are special moves as well for each character. They normally involve quarter circle forward, quarter circle back and a button, similar to Street Fighter's basic motion special moves. So, if you know how to throw a Hadouken, then you should be able to get most of the special moves down on this game. But it is quite accessible, as you saw then with the last training round. You can just press a button and come out with a decent combo. Whilst this will be good for getting newcomers into the game, expert players are bound to find ways to counter this easily. Anyway, so we got standard dashes, backstep, double tap back, dash closer to your opponent, double tap forward. Right, perform a Z combo with consecutive heavy attacks, which is circle. Right, perform light medium, heavy Z combo, which is square, triangle, circle. Good knockback. You can follow that up as well afterwards by pressing circle again. Or, like here, finish it off with Ki Blast by pressing X at the end of it. Oh, looks like he wants to fight now. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan, but goddamn, I can't help but say this game is gorgeous looking. The presentation and art style and that, it just, if you've ever seen this show or any anime, you've got to appreciate for its art style and presentation. So yeah, okay, we're making our way through these basic training modes. Okay, the best offense is a good defense. So this is probably going to be all about defenses, if I can remember correctly. Obviously, as you can tell with training, most of the time you play as Goku. The other thing about this game is you need to be aware that you need to get good with multiple characters. You can't just be good with one. You need to form a team. Anyway, back to block. Down and black, down and black, down and back to block low. Let's keep going. Although down and back is normally the safest way, the only thing that can get past it is an overhead. He's supposed to be attacking me. I believe everyone has a universal overhead, which I think is forward and triangle, forward and medium. You really blew me away there. Okay, right, break your opponent's guard with R1. Which is basically the grab. Oops, messed that up. You can also do that in the air. Anyway, let's finish your opponent off. You also have the options to turn the voices to Japanese or English, depending on what you prefer. I've got it in English at the moment. Both have their qualities, both have their negatives, I think. It depends what you personally prefer. Anyway, master your special moves. Basically charge your ki and defeat your opponent with a flashy super attack, which I've been doing a few times. The Kamehameha, for example, which is quarter circle forward and R1 I've been pressing. Anyway, we are fighting Krillin and Vegeta this time. Right, Kamehameha, forward, quarter circle forward and an X. This is a basic one that doesn't actually cost any meter. The one I've been casting before costs meter. But you can charge your ki though by pressing square and X. This charges your bar, indicating the bottom left or right, depending on what screen you are. And you can do perform a powered up special move, like so. And you can do perform a super attack, which is what I have been doing with quarter circle forward and R1. It's different for different characters, but most of the time it's either quarter circle back or quarter circle forward. So yeah, as you saw then, what I did to Krillin was just a heavy attack at the end of the screen for a final hit. And if you perform a level 3 one, which I did there, you get a flashy finish like such. There are even character specific ones. For example, if you're fighting a certain character like say Goku and Frieza, if you perform the right requirements, you'll get an even flashier, sort of like a cinematic ending. But those of you who are more Dragon Ball savvy in terms of their lore and whatnot, as well as the episodes, may know more about it. Anyway, helping hands. This is all about the assist function of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Alright, let's see where we are. Okay, we got a full team this time. We got Krillin and Gohan on our side. And right. Press L1 to bring in your assist. They come in and basically do a move. You can also press L2 to bring in your second assist. Now, depending on who you choose, there will be different assists. Now, if you hold L1 or L2, you'll completely swap. Now you can perform a quick Z change by pressing forward and L1, which is just a quick way of changing. Now if you press L1 during a Dragon Rush, which I believe is R2 off the top of my head, I messed it up there, and again. Oh, Dragon Rush, sorry, my mistake, it was R1. Basically, it's almost like the grab. If you press L1 afterwards, it will knock your opponent away, forcing them to change instead. Anyway, we've got to finish the fight. Obviously, different characters will have different moves. Gohan and Krillin, for example, don't use necessarily the same moves as Goku. So yeah, you got to get used to all of their moves in a way. I know there is a danger that in some respects there are too many Super Saiyans, but at the same time, I don't think the voice actor for Frieza is the same as he was in the TV show, but I still love it. It's not a bad one. Anyway, when calling in your assists and that, you'll also notice that if you tag out, as you've been taking damage, you'll have a portion of your health bar, normally yellow-orange, in blue instead. Now, whilst you tag out and bring in another person, that blue health bar will start to regenerate over time whilst that person is on the sideline. So it comes in very useful for extending the fight and keeping your teammates alive. Anyway, we've got another 4 team, and I've got to read what this one's all about. Fastest in the Universe, I think it was called. Right, mid-air dash, forward while in the air. I assume there's the same for the back step. Yeah, back in the air. The cell switch sides from me. Do high jump by down up. Double jump, just jump whilst jumping. Defeat your opponent. So, the art style, I still can't get over how gorgeous it looks. I would say Goku is the most beginner-friendly character, and with any fighting game, half the time it is learning the different characters. I blocked it. And if you do decide to take this game online and that, with any fighter, expect to lose a lot, unfortunately. One of the things about fighting games that I find it hardest to deal with is the anxiety around being very competitive. So that is something to be aware of. So if you can get it through your head that you will lose a few before you start winning, when I say a few, it's probably more likely a lot, then you will cope better. And you also, the satisfaction of beating another person is a lot higher than beating an AI opponent. So you have to weigh up the risks. Well, the risk-reward factor. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, the importance of recovery. Learn how to recover, which will help you avoid an opponent's onslaught. And we got full team again. I might be wrong, but I believe Gohan is Goku's first son. Anyway, right, mid-air recovery. Press triangle, square or circle whilst taking damage mid-air. Actually, I'm going to switch out to... I might have to move the buttons on my stick. Okay, that was back in square, well, forward in square while in the air. Right, while descending down in square. to recover by coming down to the ground straight away.
One more time.
Right. Just before hitting the ground, press forward. I thought I did it then. There we go.
Taking to this like a duck to water.
Right, press down before hitting the ground. I'm sure I'm pressing it. There we go, there we go. He's down the ground for longer. Anyway, that is it. Defeat the opponent.
It's over now.
Again. Oh, you don't even have to be on the end of the screen. You just press circle to finish a match, to perform that transition.
Finish this.
Oops. See, I'm also making the mistake of pressing pressing Injustice controls. Injustice 2, sorry, being the other fighting game that I like to play a lot. If you saw there, I performed a super into another super.
Over now.
Again, that was a finisher that just resulted in me pressing a heavy, or ending in a heavy. So yeah, you can super into your other teammates' supers. What I did there was basically I did the triangle super combo, and then I held a tag, L2 I believe it was, to switch into Gohan to perform his super as well afterwards. Anyway, let's move on to some of the more other training options that I haven't finished yet. Right. The 7 Dragon Balls. This will probably utilize the Shenron, or I can't, the dragon, the actual dragon from Dragon Ball Z, in a fight.
A fierce showdown is about to begin.
So. 3-man team again. Well, you got to get used to playing as a 3-man team. That is what the game is all about. Well, it's also about fighting. Anyway, right, to get 1-star Dragon Ball. Oh, get the 1-star Dragon Ball. Okay, to do this, you just have to perform, I believe, if I remember rightly, it's a 7-hit combo. So you can do that with your standard square until it finishes. So, right. So we got 2 Dragon Balls. You can do other combos, I believe. So I think you can do the triangle one as well. If Yamcha lets it hit him. Although, actually, I don't think it worked then. So anyway, let's try to continue using the standard squares. Okay, we've got 4 of the 7. 5 of the 7. 6. Now, I'm sure you can get the Dragon Balls in other means as well. You don't have to rely on just the square combo. Now if but I think I'm gonna have to just do it. Come on, Trunks, let me see if I can do it. But it didn't work, so I'm just going to do the normal combo again. Okay, right, to summon Shenron. How the hell do I summon Shenron? I forgot. Right. Oh, okay. It's just do this the 7 hit combo with your square with the light combo, your light attack, and it will summon Shenron. Afterwards, you get to choose one of these abilities: restore health, revive an ally, immortality, which I believe is defense, or give me ultimate power, which fills the bar in the bottom up to the top. So yeah, I mean, some people I've heard don't really like the Shenron mechanic, but I can see it being useful for newcomers. However, you do have to, well, press square a lot apparently, but I am sure, I'm pretty positive there must be other combos you can utilize to enable the summoning of the dragon. Anyway, bear with me a sec. Anyway, okay, let's carry on. We have 3 more left to do. Defend yourself in a pinch.
Brace yourself for the coming battle.
Right, this must be... I'm trying to think what it is. Is it push block? No, I don't think push block's in this game, actually. It favours more an offensive mindset. Right, press back and X in time with your opponent. Oh. Right, R2 and L2 turn the tables with a spirit spark. Oh, it's like an extra.
So I'm sure you'll be fine.
Ah, so you can also switch. There, you can press L2 instead of L1 if you want to switch to your person. So when you block, you press forward and whichever attack button you are to quickly switch and then make your opponent back off a little bit. As you saw there, I got a Dragon Ball, and again, without actually having to, without actually having to do the basic combo. I was pressing triangle then, for example. I still can't get over how gorgeous this game looks. Never thought I would say something so positive about Dragon Ball. Oh yeah, if anyone who's interested, this is the young version of Gohan versus his older version. Most of the really powerful supers, like you saw me just do there, which is normally the back quarter circle and R1, they require multiple meter bars, so they are normally level 3. Okay, controlling your key. Learn to control your key. excuse me, learning to control your ki will give you the advantage in a fight. Master the training and you'll be an expert in no time.
Get ready for battle.
Right.
Show me how strong you are.
Right, square and X to charge a ki.
One more time.
Triangle and circle to teleport. Oh, that's pretty cool, but it does cost a meter.
Better finish strong.
Right, L1, perform an ultimate Z. Or doing a... oh, okay. So, let's do a super, and then you press wrong button. You press switch. So, L1 then to... Anyway, that was simple enough. I didn't know about the tag, that was actually really good. I still keep going to throw them. Wow, yeah, this game could get flipping frantic. You have to watch out as well, like you saw there, I brought out Gohan, but he took the brunt of Vegeta's hit then. So yeah, as you can see, the mechanics, they're not the most complicated for a fighting game. They definitely will take a little bit of time to learn and master completely, especially the pace of the game as well. It is fast paced. I can see players who are more aware of the mechanics and the controls and that, maybe slowing down a little bit as they wait for their opponent to open up, giving them a chance to attack. And I forgot to read what that one was about. Defeat your opponent in style. Okay. At this rate, Goku, Krillin, and Gohan teen version are going to be the characters that most people know how to play, I think. Right. Knock your opponent, defeat them with a heavy attack. Oh, okay. It's just showing you what I've already done. Like so, to cause that transition.
You've come this far, so I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm going to show you true power.
Defeat your opponent with a meteor attack. I gotta remind myself. Wrong bloody button. Oh, it's just your heavy, I mean your level 3 super, so. And then finally finish by defeating your enemy. You defeated yourself, Gohan. Congratulations. So, yeah, there we are. These are the basics of the game. Obviously, you have to be aware of your character's individual moves as well. All of these can be found in the options menu. For example, let's bring up the first training again. So, yeah, if you go to special move list, you have all the special moves here, depending who you're playing as, and that. Normally, like you see here, it's normally a quarter circle back, quarter circle forward. It can be done whilst in the air. Then it's R1, R2, R1 or R2. So, and you can see also on the right, it will consume a certain amount of key gauges, well, super meter. Same with these if you use the circle version of the move. So there we have it. That is Dragon Ball FighersZ. It's actually really, it's actually a really good game. I never thought that. Well, ever since Injustice 2 and that, I've been getting back into fighting games slowly. Yeah, so I'm really impressed. Count me surprised. It's a shame that this game is coming out the same day as Monster Hunter World, which is the 26th of January. But nonetheless, birthday is just around the corner, so hey, you never know.
See you later.
Never thought I would want a Dragon Ball game. I am generally sort of like excited for this. But anyway, I mean, I think I'm going to call it there. The Twitch stream seems to have gone through successfully. I might try out the rerun function, just in case, because whilst I used to stream on the YouTube channel under Darcblade15, I want to keep that channel more uniformed and aimed at sort of like pure pre-made guides, reviews and news videos, with the occasional stream that is related to a game that is maybe being covered on the channel. All other stuff, all random stuff or more casual stuff will be on here, either on Twitch or on the We Are So Pro channel. I will probably be uploading this to We Are So Pro under a sort of like a beginner's guide thing, but we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, thanks for anyone who watched in, well, tuned in, who watched, who was in the chat, and hopefully this is helpful to you in some respect. Sorry it's not more strict, not more scripted, but I did want to just try out a few functions and that, and I thought, you never know, it might work, people might enjoy it. So anyway, if you enjoyed what you see, don't forget to, if you want to join back for more, you can either leave a follow, or if you're watching this on We Are So Pro, you can either subscribe, maybe a like. Every little helps. Also, if you're thinking of, if you enjoyed this, then you should definitely check out my more produced stuff, which is found on Darcblade15. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this little stream, and until next time, I've been Darcblade. Can't speak.